No doubt here, this is a Chevrolet Camaro. Only true bow tie believers, and maybe Bumblebee, will peg it as the new 6th generation at first glance. The very familiar silhouette is slightly smaller now. Every panel is new.
But really, the big news under all of this, Camaro now shares an architecture with Cadillac ATS. And if you haven't heard, that is a very good thing.
Solid as an ingot, some 70% of the architectural components are unique to Camaro. The V6 model is nearly 300 pounds lighter now. The cabin, with signature narrow windows, might be hard to see out of, but the design and materials look so much better now. These are not just trim rings, very clever. A backup camera is standard, good thing. And yes, I am driving the 335 horsepower V6. Not the 455 horse V8 or the turbocharged 4-cylinder with 275 ponies. Whatever the engine, choose between a 6-speed manual or this 8-speed automatic. Want drive modes? Oh, there you go.
If you're feeling sad that you can't afford the V8, don't.
Hitting 60 miles an hour will take a tick over 5 seconds. Yes, the bigger engine pushes harder, but I have to wonder how the extra weight in the nose affects handling. The 6 is nuanced and tenacious in turns without a punishing ride.
For those who haven't been paying attention, General Motors is doing great things with chassis tuning. Camaro is just tons of fun to toss into a corner.
It's as compelling as anything from overseas. No, for a Chevy, excuses needed. If the handling doesn't make you grin, available configurable gauges will graphically display why you should. There's also info on the head-up display, even without the available Brembo brakes. The binders do a decent job.
I don't know what the V8 sounds like, but the V6? Not bad.
Tune the optional dual mode exhaust note from full-on Fast and Furious mode to a quieter stealth setting, but where's the fun in that? Now, about the gun slit glass.
As you might expect, Camaro's visibility, not exactly panoramic. The rearward blind spot, about the size of Texas.
The V6 might be Goldilocks' choice. It's the only engine specified to run on standard-grade gas and averages just 2 miles per gallon less than the Turbo 4. Well optioned with the RS package, this one retails for about $41,400. Do not skip the $2,800 convenience package that adds the configurable gauge and head-up display, heated wheel, wireless phone charging, safety kit like the much-needed blind spot warning, and accent lighting that's not just a gimmick, it transforms the space. The sills are like billboards.
Whatever you do, don't try to sell Camaro to your significant other as a practical vehicle. You'll only look desperate or stupid.
Seating is capped at 2, no cup holders. Even small kids will grouse about the legroom, or lack of.
If you need a lot of cargo space, that's easy to access. There are always minivans and crossovers, aren't there?
No need for a split here. Who's going to use the back seat? These eliminate the usual arms that crush cargo, but the opening has all the functionality of a mail slot. Maneuvering large suitcases through it won't be fun. Just like the Cadillac ATS Coupe, it manages 4 packs. Drawn up in Jessica Rabbit curves, the intense muscle car lines may cause import worshippers to dismiss Camaro on design alone. Their loss. It's bad in a very good way. Full of fun and finesse, Camaro is a performance bargain, proving that stereotyping is never smart. More on the interior. This is a huge step forward in quality with some nice details. Even the door handles feel good. Wards just gave Camaro a 10 Best Interiors award. User interfaces are becoming an important part of cars, and the MyLink system in Camaro is pretty straightforward. An extra $500 adds navigation and Apple CarPlay. For those choosing the 6-speed manual transmission, there's active rev matching technology that blips the throttle when downshifting. I understand the appeal of going with the V8 found in the SS. Its engine was introduced in the Corvette Stingray, and SS is now available with magnetic ride control. Before, you had to move up to the ZL1 to get that. It's terrific tech. As far as value, I priced out a BMW 428i, comparably equipped, that has 115 less horsepower than the V6 Camaro. The Chevy is easily 10 grand less. And before anyone starts jumping all over this comparison in the comments, I suggest you actually drive the two. I have no dog in this fight. I will say it's definitely easier to see out of the 4 Series.
That is my opinion of the 2016 Chevrolet Camaro, and I will leave you with this. If you're thinking about buying any kind of performance car, I think you owe it to yourself to drive this car. It's very, very surprising. Check it out, test drive it. You might be surprised. I know I was. That's Driven. I'm Tom Voelk.